Hey everybody, welcome back to Dad's 801 Garage and the 801 Life. We're out here the next morning and just going to continue working on this truck, trying to get some more projects taken care of. I'll give you a little update on how that rust converter worked and kind of show you the POR 15 fiberglass on the bumper, show you how that looks this morning before we do another coat. So this stuff, first time I've used it, but hard as a rock. And there's two pretty good size holes right here. I'm gonna do another layer just because I can. But yeah, we're gonna do that. And then show you guys the bed of the truck as well. It's got still pretty wet in some spots. And it says it will probably stay wet, so I'm gonna have to pull it out and rinse out the bed of the truck. But that rust converter looks pretty good. Looks like it did a good job. And hopefully it'll help us clean this truck up. So I can also show you underneath the truck, kind of how things are coming. You can see everything's pretty dark. Kind of turned everything dark. So yeah, anyway, I think that's about all we'll do with the rust converter for now. I might spray a little more underneath, but we're definitely going to do another coat of the POR 15 with the fiberglass on the back there and get that going. So talk to you in a few. All right everybody, so I just put the second piece and the second coat of this POR 15 on here. I've seen this done on a few guys' channels. They had pretty good success with it. We're gonna see how it turns out on this situation. That one's done, but I'm gonna bring you with me to see the next one. So, stuff's pretty light, so it doesn't take much. Just soak this fiberglass, get it really good and covered. Before I lay it on the bumper. Let that sit for a minute. Now I'm gonna put some on the bumper where that stuff's gonna lay, so it's already laying on some fresh stuff. Whole surface. Like a glove. Now I'll just go over one more time over the top with a little bit more. And when this sets up tomorrow, well, I'll come out and mess with it tomorrow. When this is done tomorrow, this will be hard as a rock. Might even be done later today. Usually about 2 to 6 hours depending on the weather, but it's really cold here right now. Even though I'm in sandals and shorts, but I don't care because that's what I wear during the winter. All right, so this next project, we're gonna start trying to clean out this seam, and we're gonna apply new seam sealer to fill this gap. These old bump sides, and some of the old other trucks too, not just bump sides, but there's a seam where these beds meet, the different panels. So we're gonna clean this out because it's, obviously, if you look really close, it's all chopped up and breaking, and some of it's missing completely. So we're gonna try and clean it up a little bit. Get some of this stuff out of it so that we can apply new stuff. All right, so we've got this cleaned out. We're gonna go ahead and try and use this JB Weld seam weld. I've never used it. We bought the white stuff. It mixes itself. So we're gonna go ahead and try and fill this seam up on both sides and finish this part of the project. So, all right, here we go. Well, this is what we ended up with. Filled up that seam pretty good. Did both sides. Pretty happy with that result. Looks good. Right now we're doing the seam sealer and we're filling in this rain gutter across the top of the cab. You can see we've already done that side. This side still has a whole bunch of gaps. And that's what we're working on now. Stick with us and I'll show you the end product. Hey everybody, well, we're wrapping it up for today. I think I've done about as much as I'm gonna do. I did another coat on the fiberglass here, and then I'm gonna take you just through a quick walk and show you what else we did. So aside from doing a second coat here, and that thing's still drying and curing, we did do the seam sealer all the way down both sides. We also did the gutter around the top. Did that whole thing. We also went through and touched up a bunch of paint. Just a bunch of spots that were chipped and things like that, kind of like finishing up what we were doing yesterday along the back of the cab. And then I also went through and did a second coat underneath of the rust converter. And I hit a lot more of the frame and the components under there, trying to really get a lot more coverage, so it'll be a lot more even all the way around. So that's about it. Had a really good day, pretty productive. We also went underneath, did some of the rust converter along the frame underneath here. It's still drying along this radiator support. You can still see it, it's still pretty wet. So yeah, it's coming together. Baby steps, one thing at a time. So we also got the carpets shampooed, got the new floor mats in. Things looking good. Had a good day. That was just another quick update on this Highboy project. We're making really good progress, so we're thinking about painting the wheels, getting those painted, maybe probably doing them white, and I gotta paint the frame and then do the paint the bed, and that will about wrap it up, other than sanding and clear coating, which will be the very last thing that we do. And then this thing will be finished up for the most part. then we just drive her around and enjoy it. So hopefully you guys didn't mind this. And if you have any questions or comments, we appreciate them. And I guess we'll see you on the next one.